The views and opinions expressed by the hosts do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guests do not reflect those of the hosts, the show, the management, and the network.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Bloomer Babe Podcast. This is your host, Katie. Welcome to the podcast about my life, current news, lifestyle, millennial struggles, and anything under the sun. So if that sounds like your jam, please stick around. Today is March 11, 2025. It's a Tuesday. Kamusta naman kayo, guys? It's March na, no? Summer na. Nararamdaman nyo na ba yung init in the air? Ilang weeks na naman to. March, April, May. Oh my God, ang init na naman to. I hope I can go out of the country by this month para hindi ko naman masyado maramdaman ng heat. By next month. Para hindi ko masyadong maramdaman ng heat. What are your plans pala, guys? Where are you going this summer? Nakikita ko kasi may mga friends ko, mayroon na silang plans for summer, mga pupuntahan nilang beaches. Pupuntahan nilang beaches. Anyway, how was your weekend? Speaking of beaches, I went to La Union this last weekend with my previous colleagues at work. So we stayed in La Union for 2 days. Ang dami na palang coffee shop na bago, no, and restaurants in La Union. Medyo siguro tumatanda na lang ako that it feels like it's not my vibe anymore. We also tried to have dinner and to get some drinks sa Flotsam, and as usual, punuan pa din, and mostly mga Gen Z na yung mga nandun. Actually, I prefer to stay in the hotels na medyo malayo sa Urbis Main kasi maingay nga, and I find the beach much peaceful kapag yung privately owned yung resort. So anyway, that was it for my weekend. I have a friend who is going to migrate sa US. Hi Joy, good luck sa'yo. Nolly, I hope you are listening. Shout out sa'yo. Okay, so for today's episode, we are going to talk about boundaries, the good girl syndrome, and how are we gonna unlearn it. We're tackling that invisible pressure to always being nice, accommodating, and agreeable kahit at your own expense. Kasi alam mo yon, yung feeling na parang kailangan mong laging mag-adjust para hindi ka maka-offend. Yung kahit gusto mong tumanggi ang ending, sige na nga. Pero babe, at what cost? Kasi if you keep prioritizing everyone else's comfort over your own, you will for sure disappear. So today, pag-uusapan natin what is good girl syndrome, paano natin to unconsciously na-adapt, ano ang hidden cost nito sa mental health, career, at relationships, and most importantly, paano mo i-unlearn ito. Okay, so let's define this. Ano nga ba ang good girl syndrome? Good girl syndrome is that subconscious belief na kailangan mo maging nice all the time para mahalin, tanggapin, or hindi mahusgahan ng ibang tao. Ano nga ba ang classic sign? Alam ko, familiar kayo with these phrases. So let's check. Alam mo yun, lagi mo sinasabi na kahit ayaw ko, sige na lang. Alam mo yun, kahit pagod ka na, go ka pa din. Or sinasabi mo na, hala, baka isipin nila masungit ako. So, magpapakabait ka kahit beyond your limits na. Or yung phrase na, nakakahiya naman kung tatanggi ako. Bakit tayo mahihiya sa basic human right to say no? Or yung thoughts na, baka sabihin nila ang arte ko. So, nag-a-adjust ka kahit hindi mo na feel. I know hindi lang ako nakaka-relate dito. But here's the problem. When you keep prioritizing being nice over being true to yourself, ikaw ang talo. Let me share a quick story. So, may friend ako na super hardworking, super accommodating, As in, hindi siya marunong tumanggi. And then, one time, nagkaroon siya ng office project na hindi naman niya dapat i-handle. Pero dahil ayaw niyang magmukhang difficult, she said yes. Or kinuha niya na lang yung project. So, guess what? Nasanay na yung team niya na siya yung laging go-to. Eventually, sobrang drained na siya. Pero, nung siya naman yung humihingi ng tulong, wala ni isa nag-step up to help her. Alam mo kung bakit? Because she trained them to expect her to say yes every single time. So, ganun din sa relationships, sa friendships, and even family dynamics. If you always say yes, people will assume you're always okay, even when you're not. So, bakit ba natin ginagawa to? Bakit marami sa atin ang may ganitong tendency? Number one, this is because of our upbringing. Naalala mo nung bata ka, tinuturuan tayong maging, be nice to everyone, or huwag ka sasagot sa matatanda. Always be polite and accommodating, or huwag masyadong opinionated. Nakakainis yon. Alam mo, samahan mo pa ng mga Pinoy teleserye before na kung saan mainhin, martir, at walang reklamo yung bida. Pero pag matapang, outspoken, at may boundaries, kontrabida agad. At an early age, we learned that being liked is better than being respected. Kaya natuto tayong mag-adjust, mag-tone down, at mag-compromise kahit hindi na tayo okay. Another factor is cultural pressure. Diba, sa Pilipinas, expected tayo to be pleasant, to be approachable, lalo na sa mga family gatherings. Sino na lang dito ang nakarinig ng, ba't ang sungit mo? Or yung mga sinasabi na, grabe, tigas sa ulo mo, babae ka pa naman. Girl, bakit parang ang taas na expectation sa atin? To always be pleasant. Parang pag laging nagno-no, strong or assertive ka na. Okay, now let's talk about what happens when you keep prioritizing others over yourself. First, naburn out ka and there is an emotional exhaustion. Lagi kang pagod kasi lagi kang go with the flow. Pero babe, sinong nag-aalaga sa'yo? Diba? Example, ikaw yung friend na laging game kahit hindi ka naman talaga game. Lagi kang available sa work kahit hindi ka naman bayad overtime. Lahat na lang ng problems ng friends mo, ikaw ang therapist, ikaw ang pinagsasabihan kahit wala ka sa mood. It's very draining on your mental health as well kasi. Second, weak ang boundaries or people take advantage of you. Kapag lagi kang okay lang, people assume they can do anything to you. So for example, sa office, ikaw lagi ang binabagsakan ng extra workload. Sa relationships, hindi ka nagrereklamo kaya hindi rin nagbabago ugali nila. And lastly, nawawala ang true identity mo kasi sanay kang mag-adjust sa gusto ng iba. Minsan, hindi mo na alam kung ano talaga ang gusto. So you lose your sense of self. Okay, now that we know the problem, let's talk about the solution. So, first, start saying no without feeling guilty. So, example, sorry, I can't make it. You don't need to over-explain. Hindi mo kailangan sabihin yung rason bakit hindi ka makakapunta. But, if they ask you, it's up to you if you are going to tell them what's the reason behind it. Second, replace sorry with thank you. So, instead of always saying sorry, alam mo yun, sorry late ako, or why not change it to a more positive tone like thank you for waiting, diba? Or thank you for understanding. Next is practice small boundaries. Sabihin mong ayoko nang hindi ka natatakot na may masasaktan, or i-express mo yung gusto mo without waiting for permission. And most importantly, remind yourself that you are not responsible for how others feel. You can't control how people react to your boundaries. Their feelings are not your burden. So, ito madalas to nag-a-adjust ako sa kung ano yung mood ng taong kasama ko. But, as I grew older, naintindihan ko na maybe may pinagdadaanan lang sila or may iniisip sila. It's not always about what I did, or hindi ko kailangan magpa-nice kung talagang sila yung bad trip sa araw na yun. So, okay, so those were the tips I wanted to share with you guys. I know this is a very quick episode, hindi ko na hinabaan. Yun yung mga importanteng points that I wanted for you guys to remember. Just remember that you don't have to shrink yourself to be loved. You can be kind and still set boundaries. You can be generous and still say no. You can be pleasant and still be firm. So this week, I challenge you to practice saying no at least once. Tingnan natin kung paano mag-react yung mga tao sa'yo, and let's see kung ano yung mararamdaman mo. Alam mo yun, when you are able to express yourself by learning to say no, I'm for sure na this would raise your self-esteem. Okay, so that's all for this episode. I know this is a very quick one, but I hope you learned a thing or two. So if you have suggestions or questions, just send an email to bloomerbaypodcast@gmail.com. Also, send me a DM on my social media pages, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. This podcast is streaming on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and YouTube. So I'll see you on my next episode. Stay safe and buyers!